Notice he doesn't value hard work. And so that is going to hurt.
There's no value in hard work.
Why is his boyfriend saying there's no value in hard work? Like, what kind of morals are they teaching?
So let me get this straight. When you're younger, you want to look older, but then when you're older, you want to look younger.
Yeah, because there's a happy medium. That's why men peak around like 21.
Men, not even close to peaking at 21. Mepsigram, would you date a man who's 21? No. Immediately no. Men do not peak at 21, maybe in swim competitions. I mean, in most sports, men are peaking well past 21 years of age, not only in their physicality, their muscle size, intelligence, everything. 21, you're just getting started.
He's 19. When he's 50, if he makes it to 50, he's going to look back on the...
Bro, like...
If I make it to 50, being on fucking TRT dosages.
I mean, your idol is Rich Piana. He made it to 46. You're on abusive doses of Retta. You called it a gigadose.
A megapint.
You're on meth. Peptides. You're looks maxing. You're smashing your face in. You're getting surgeries in different countries. How do we know you won't get an infection? How do we know you're not going to keep upping your doses of certain medications, drugs, and so on? And so is it really far-fetched for me to say, what if bro doesn't make it to 50?
He's a Gen Z teenager. He's done this. He likely has rarely hung out with friends. And so he doesn't even know what he actually...
I mean, they're laughing and shrugging it off when I said he likely hasn't hung out with friends. I got that from the podcast where he said growing up, I didn't hang around with friends. You guys think I make this shit up? How many videos of Clavicular do you think I've seen? I know Clavicular more than he knows himself. He stated that he wasn't hanging around with kids when he was younger, that he was neurodivergent. I believe all of this influenced him to be the way he is right now.
They're all tall. Togi about 6'3", this guy about 6'2". Maybe it has an effect.
Bro's jealous maxing, cope maxing hard.
Are you really jealous or cope maxing by calling it like it is? Like, literally just stating the plain and obvious truths. How am I jealous?
It's all about the journey, okay? What the fuck are you talking about? You think the journey is being in a sweaty-ass gym, okay, full of a bunch of fucking gym cells.
The fact that he calls it a sweaty-ass gym with other incels. Enrique! Like, that stands for involuntary celibate. Not everyone that goes to the gym is not having sexy time with their favorite throat goat using Sweet and Blow. Cue Mepsigram's laugh. Enrique! See? And so, the fact that you think that it's like painful suffering that you don't want to do, all I can think of is your Togi. Togi also doesn't want to do it. And so the problem is you Gen Zers, you haven't ever been told no. You don't understand that it's not all about you. 79! That patience is in fact a virtue. And so you've never been told no. This is the same group of kids that gets participation trophies for trying. Oh, you got last? Here's a trophy for being the last place person. Bravo! What are you talking about? And so we didn't grow up like that. We actually had to work.
I'm trying to spend as little time in that fucking shithole as possible. I hate the gym.
And so I'm trying to spend as little time in that shithole as possible. I hate the gym. And so what happens? He keeps up dosing the test. If he's at 19, already abusing steroids, do you think that 10 years from now his doses are gonna go down? Or is he gonna think, I need a little bit more, a little bit more? Because trust me, as a 19-year-old man, he has a pretty good amount of muscle. But at 29, it's not as impressive. They're gonna be saying, hey, you're a grown-ass adult. You're not all that jacked. And especially when he gets more famous on social media, he'll never feel like he's good enough. He'll look in the mirror after he gets his titanium surgery and say, oh, I need teeth surgery now. I need my eyebrows did. I need hair implants. I need to have permanent skin changes. He'll become the next Michael Jackson. Perhaps he'll have 8 different surgeries on his nose and have some skin pigment disorder. So are these two guys just like on steroids and are they like banging or what? They know what this is. They probably used it on each other. They both hate the gym. They just hate it. Is he just copying everything he says? Oh, Clavicular says he doesn't like the gym. I'm going to say I don't like the gym as well.
That's like going on a fucking roller coaster 100 times in a row. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Of course it's going to get boring. So I like to just get in and out of there.
I mean, is bro talking about sexy time? Once you've been with the same roller coaster 100 times, you just want to get in and get out? Enrique! Bro, The journey, not the destination.
The dopamine released when you do get that goal.
Bro's talking about dopamine release. Wait till he fucking tries crystal meth up his nose.
I mean, he laughs and jokes around and says, I don't. He's saying, you think you get dopamine from the gym, wait till you get the dopamine from doing the math. Guys, he's sniffing creatine with Connor Cyan, well, not with him, on his channel before doing his sets in the gym. And so if he's already doing a little bit of the sniffy, the white stuff, what do you think's going to happen when he gets older? Slippery slope, the dopamine that comes from little effort, it's dangerous.
It's like, my G, you have no idea what you're talking about. I could run circles around you in any debate, okay?
He thinks he could run circles around me. He can't even get his VO2 max above 50.
Don't try to talk about looks max and don't try to, have any sort of authority over people, because at the end of the day, you're not educated. Rats. You're not educated.
I'll tell you how to looks max. You eat healthy, you go to the gym, you work out, and you do cardio. That's your looks maxing. There it is. That's it. All of a sudden, it changed the game.
That's it. Yeah. So all of a sudden, it changes the game.
It's like, dude, don't even try. You are an extremely low IQ, creator.
And so my extremely low IQ, I guess I'm right up there with Togi, 79. Somehow I managed to get the highest GPA for my degree in kinesiology, as well as my master's. And from my recall, I never wrote a thesis with 200 mistakes.
Yep. This results in a person that is going to be lazy. He isn't going to be a hard worker. Notice he doesn't value hard work. And so that is going to hurt.
There's no value in hard work.
Why is his boyfriend saying there's no value in hard work? Like, what kind of morals are they teaching? And so imagine you're a parent and you discover that your kids are watching these guys. And this is what they're saying. Hey, wait till you get the dopamine in biology. And, get on testosterone. And why would you not want to just cheat at everything in life? It's not about the journey. It's only about the destination. Who cares if it takes 10 years off of your life? That's the kind of influence you want your kids to be watching.
You guys don't understand objective thought processes.
Yeah, and so this is how that thought process would go. I'm 6'2". I'm already height maxed. 6'6" is not more attractive than 6'2". $100,000, pain, recovery, relearn to walk. I could die. Enrique! Not gonna do it. Yeah, and so if you don't go through that exercise and it doesn't look similar to how I just did it, there's probably something wrong with you.
But I'm not going to cut my legs and go through 1 year of torture.
Because you could never get to 6'5", buddy. They only add 1.5 inches per limb.
Wrong. He acts like he knows everything. He's 19. He hasn't been alive for as long as I've finished studying in university. My walking after my first limb lengthening surgery, plus 10.5 centimeters. It's about 4 inches. So where he says you can only grow 1.5 inch per limb. His first surgery, 4 inches. His second surgery, 10 more centimeters, another 4 inches. And so is 8 inches taller.
I mean, I've heard of wearing foot inserts, perhaps make you a couple of inches.
I've heard.
Yo.
Changes the game.
And so Clavicular is just so self-conscious because, he's a short king at only 6'2". Can't he just wear some hookah shoes? The heels are about 2 inches long. He'll be 6'4", and he won't have to go through surgery. To me, that makes sense.
He's just so fucking out of touch.
And so unfortunately, guys, I'm just so out of touch. I have no understanding of how the world works. I'm just a boomer. Spoken by the most out-of-touch creator of all time, that being Clavicular. Subscribe, click bell button, comment boost algorithm, watch those 2 videos. Jeff Nippa, the science-based lifter, he's a dropout dentista. Should we do a song for Clavicular next? Write in the comments section, and while you're at it, go and purchase some more of my cookbooks so that you don't have to take all the Retta in the world. If you want to use something normal, like a pill that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, GLP Max, that reduced your appetite from an 8 to a 6. Now, it's not going to be as strong. Interested in this, or of course the Turk and all the supplements, code Greg for 15% off. And listen, we're looking for more sponsored athletes, not like Clavicular, decent, normal people that believe in being healthy and so on. And so if you're interested, Click the link in the description and apply. As well, if you want to carry HTLT supplements in the gyms and or your stores, you can also apply by clicking the link in the description. And until next time, Greg is out.
I'm trying to spend as little time in that